This is Chris Hansen.
Chad doing Rip City Radio here.
It's your favorite basketball player, Tyler Hansbrough.
This is Jamie Hudson.
This is TJ Houshmandzadeh.
And I'm going to let y'all know something.
Duke sucks and Duke will always suck.
You're listening to
It Just Makes Sense.
It Just Makes Sense.
You're listening to It Just Makes Sense.
With Braxton, Miguel, and Peter.
If you're looking for expert sports takes, look elsewhere.
His PR team is him in the morning looking in the mirror and saying, "Get it together, Dabby."
You got it, Debo.
It's him in the morning texting Trevor Lawrence. Do you have any eligibility left for college?
Oh, I'm taking me. College basketball's back.
I'm surprised your neighbor didn't play when we were outside. We were not fine. That guy's way pissed out before.
Imagine being next to our neighbor.
Yeah. I honestly, looking back and now that I know my neighbor more, I think he was just saying hello.
Waving hello.
Because
not waving
he might as well be 113. He cannot. I've had conversations with him where I'm as close as Peter and I is. And I'm like, oh yeah, talking normal. And he's like, what?
Huh?
And he said, back in my day, Frankfurters were a nickel.
Exactly. He and his wife were like
Swingers.
Antique evaluators.
Sure.
Like they would tell you how much things are, like on Antiques Roadshow almost.
It actually would have been hilarious if he just left it at antique.
They were just
Him and his wife, they're antique.
They're
antiques.
What are their names? Do you even know their names?
Well, his wife is dead.
Okay.
Oh, dead.
What would she be worth?
Is that short for Dedra? He said dead. Hey, Dad.
Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Dad.
Does she go by Deddy?
Is it spelled Dedora?
This is terrible.
She's.
You started it. I miss her. I thought it was Dead.
What is Dead short for?
Dedra?
Oh my gosh.
That was very funny.
Yeah. What is the value of the urn that she's in?
Probably high. But he recently had a garage sale, and it was very interesting to see just the decades of things.
Wait, is it established that her ashes are in an urn in the house?
It is not.
No. I just assumed that it would probably be valuable given the antiquity that they.
You're going to give yourself pink eye.
You really are.
You think so? No, the cool mic is making my itchy eye.
Maybe your
better.
ice cup.
What would did you fart on this mic?
I mean, what have you done to that mic?
I don't know.
That's taken years of abuse from your mouth. I can't remember his name. I'm stalling. I cannot remember his name.
That's all right. No.
I think it's
Job.
It's probably something old though.
Yeah, I think it's Bart.
Bart, yeah. I am curious to when we get older how Ashley, no offense to Ashley's, how Ashley is going to land as an old person name. Because I feel like knowing all of my grandparents and all the olds now, it's I don't think I've ever met an 80-year-old Ashley. So I'm just curious how it's going to feel when I call an 80-year-old
But you're
Ashley.
also forgetting that time kind of goes with you.
Yeah.
So Bart and Dedra back in the day, probably fairly normal, like an Ashley back in their time. And then when we get old, the names are going to be fucking Jayden, Aiden, Creighton.
Well, no, they'll
right,
be
an 80-year-old Jayden's going to
that'll be the name of the people running our country.
Oh, gosh. President Aiden.
Yeah.
So when we're 80, Ashley's probably going to be viewed as Nancy.
Right.
Beverly.
Gladys.
Yeah.
Ooh, hopefully not Gladys.
Eunice.
Never met a Eunice in my life.
Ingrid's or
how do you spell Eunice? EUNICE?
ICE. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's correct.
It's funny too. That's such a common name in the Philippines, but it was not pronounced like that.
Eunice. It's
Yeah.
probably
How
because
would
it's so
they-
close
oh,
to
God.
Eunice.
They pronounce it Eunice.
Eunice?
Yeah, like it's like
Eunice,
Denise,
New York.
It's like Denise.
Eunice? Where are you going? New
for,
York.
For the longest time, like I knew that name when it's spelled like that. I knew it as Eunice. So when people would say Eunice here, I had no fucking like in my head I'd spell it Yoonis.
Oh, sure.
I had no idea it's the same fucking
As
name.
one would.
Eunice.
Yeah.
Eunuch is somebody who has their penis chopped off, right?
Correct, yeah.
Like
That's a eunuch.
reek.
Yeah. I don't think
probably
that's
why it
the
didn't-
root word of that, but no.
This is probably why it didn't catch on, though.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close.
Probably not, yeah. You think
Eunice? Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds like eunuch.
Eunuch, like eunuch, is you getting your dick chopped off?
Is what-
That's
yeah,
what that
what
word
you-
means.
That's what a person who has their genitalia removed
Yeah, maybe
is
it-
a eunuch.
You think it's ballless or dickless? Maybe it's both. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Shout out in the comments if you know at home.
Hey chat, let me know. Is the eunuch anyways. Also,
I mean, I guess we do have access to the information.
yeah.
But to Miguel's request, we refuse to access it.
Also, okay, so I also let us know in the comments here. I heard a riddle this past weekend. So,
This is going to be bad.
right, it might be. But there's always like the pound of bricks and a pound of feathers, right? Which weighs more, right? It's a trick question. Okay, so then like what about a gallon of water versus a gallon of butane? Which is heavier? A gallon of water versus a gallon of butane.
Doesn't matter what you change it to. They're both a gallon.
Well, I mean,
Well, gallon is not a unit of weight
Right.
measurement.
yeah. I mean, so obviously the gallon of water
Would weigh more.
is heavier because butane is lighter fluid.
Great content. Moving on, folks. He doesn't even buy it.
You get it?
No, I didn't. It went over my head.
You're
Everything's
going to
been
pull
going
this
over
bit
my head.
again?
Yeah, what's better than having him re-explain his joke?
Well, because now I'm not sure that you don't get it because it took him about
No, everything's
5
been
seconds.
going over
It
my
did
head.
not take me
Yeah.
5
Re-
seconds, Peter.
Go, repeat it.
Yeah. It's obviously water is a gallon of water is heavier than butane because butane is lighter fluid. Butane is actually lighter fluid.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like this bit.
I don't get it.
I don't like this bit.
Predator.
You've tried it twice. I hate it.
Predator. Slappy is a predator.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to It Just Makes Sense. We are coming on the heels of, well, you know what's on my heels are my new slippers. It was my birthday this past weekend.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Thank
Peter.
you. And I appreciate the shout out at the tailgate. That was
I had to
very
work it
sweet
in.
of you. Yeah. So
Where did the shout out come from?
when we did the shotgunning of the beer.
Oh, great. I wasn't a part of that.
Did you kiss a beaver this weekend?
I didn't.
Did you kiss a beaver this weekend?
Ashley did, I'm pretty sure.
All of a sudden, people came back
was
from
there.
the tailgate.
How many things did I fucking miss? There's a shotgun kissing a beaver. What the fuck?
I
was
mean, we
happening?
did have a very big tailgate,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people doing a lot of different things. I found out.
People disappeared and then reappeared, said that they did shot skis and kissed a beaver.
Yeah,
I
there's-
remember Ashley doing that. I
Yeah.
remember about kissing a beaver. I remember there was a beaver.
There was a taxidermy beaver in which
Yeah, you take
was,
the shot ski, you kiss the beaver. That's like the thing.
Yeah.
What about the birthday shotgun? Why wasn't I part of this?
I think you were there. I mean, I have.
I knew I was there.
I mean, no. I mean, it was like there was a video. and
I
then-
don't know. Somebody tapped my shoulder at the last second. I came over and
Let me see. I have this
said happy
video, and
birthday
I
to
bet you
Peter.
that
We took the
that
shotgun
you
when
are
we were-
in this video. It's
No.
a 2-minute long.
I would have
video.
remembered shotgunning a beer on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, you're not there. Yep. Yeah, you're nowhere to be found, actually. All right. Sorry about that.
Where
yeah.
was you?
I was in the same spot for 4 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't move.
So if
I
you were
don't
in that
see you
same spot
anywhere.
over in the corner by the grill,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he
this
wasn't there.
this happened at the other end of the
I was
tailgate.
guarding
right
the
there.
garbage bag.
I guess
I was
so.
there the whole time.
Yeah, my bad. So there you go. So, we saw barely football this weekend. That was the tailgate was incredible.
Yeah, it was
the
a lot of fun.
vibes were immaculate, especially after driving down to Corvallis. Was like, this is going to be worst case scenario weather. That's what it felt like. Sheets of rain sideways as we're driving, and I just go like, when someone said go to a game in November, this sounds like an awful idea.
The best part was once the canopies were set up, the fucking sun came out.
Yep. No, it was not needed.
No rain, sun was out, and we were just, as you guys were like prepping, I mean, there was a shit ton of food. I didn't have any of it, naturally. There's like Braxton was cooking up a storm.
Great
There's like
chili.
the dogs and all that shit. I am watching the tailgate people across from us boil lobsters.
What was
What
up
the
with
fuck
that?
was that?
Dude, they had so the leader of that whole pack, because their canopy was like sponsored. It was like a retirement company
Right.
or whatever.
I wonder where all that retirement money's going.
They had a
to.
propane tank, and the dude was like pouring. He was scooping clam chowder on a tray and like passing it around. And then all of a sudden, they opened these 2 styrofoam coolers and just took out massive fucking lobsters. Because I was like,
Still
what's
alive.
that boiling? I thought the whole time the boiling pot was the chowder.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they opened like the massive fucking lobsters and then just started dropping them in there. And then as they were cooking, he's just handing it to each person.
Yeah.
He goes, here's yours.
The
Here's your lobster.
The logistics of a massive full lobster freshly cooked on a paper plate felt like a little bit like too gluttonous. Like, I can't imagine.
Why are you trying so hard?
Exactly. And like, did that taste good? Because then you've got to figure out how you're going to crack it. And then where's the butter? I didn't see any butter. Did you guys? 5 gallons of that should have been butter. No butter to be seen.
Okay,
So.
I'm not hating on these people. I like the lobster.
I'm just
They're
saying.
pretty bougie.
I mean, lobster rolls. Now we're
Sure.
talking.
Yeah.
It's a lot more work.
Well,
Hand over a
I would
lobster and say,
argue
figure it out.
that a full lobster
Not my problem.
on a paper plate is arguably more challenging and more work than making a lobster roll.
It was impressive
It
nonetheless.
was, yes.
But yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was impressed. I wasn't hating. I was impressed. I wanted to Venmo them for a lobster tail.
Yeah.
I was gonna see
You
if I could
should've.
make a deal, but again, I didn't move.
So you guys sat up in the club level or whatever they call it there
Mm-hmm.
across the way. I did not have tickets as I was going to this game. Came down an hour before the game. I spot some tickets for about $30 each. Second row on, I guess it was like side end zone, but on the Washington State bench. I thought we were going to be a little bit closer in, but no matter. It was still second row right next there. I wish points had been scored, so I could have been like, wow, that was so awesome. And
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, the most impressive thing about the whole weekend is watching a 1-7 team win. I did not expect an Oregon State win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
As a matter of fact,
They-
I bet on Washington State to win that fucking game.
and they gave Washington State
Right. Did we finally?
so many opportunities
Yeah.
to win that game,
It was like,
but they held them.
I feel like I've seen better high school football. Is that like too rude to say? Because I honestly thought
It's a very casual thing to say.
What do you mean casual?
Just because you didn't see points, you saw a bad game.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know. Do we
it
forget
felt-
that there was good defense from the side of Oregon State that just stuffed Washington State every time?
I
To me, that's
suppose.
pretty good football.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some pretty good high school teams in California.
From my angle on the field level, though,
Yeah, you probably were seeing things clearer than us.
so much clearer.
Up in
However,
up in the club
your
level,
phone had me. You were
right up in your
sleuthing
nose.
me, yeah. So from far away.
Hey, the positive thing about those club seats, you don't stand in any line.
Right.
We were taking advantage of the That's why Ashley got so fucking hammered. She was getting cocktails, and we fucking bought all the hot dogs that they ran out at halftime.
Really?
There were no dogs at halftime, and we were on the ketchup journey. Naoko needed ketchup, and none of the pumps were working. So I opened one of them and took the bag.
Oh, wow.
And I was squeezing it. And it was
You
still
take it
nothing.
with you to your
And
seat?
someone saw me doing that. He goes, if you guys need ketchup that bad, there's one out that door. So we both sprinted out that door.
Give me the ketchup.
There's one pump right outside the door, baby.
There we go.
A great tailgate, not so great game, but still was happy to go.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
And that leads into Saturday night, which was, I thought, outside of the tailgate itself, the best sporting event that happened was the Game 7 of the World Series. And while, gosh, the Dodgers seemed to be dead to rights and had been dead to rights for multiple games, and it seemed like, if they're not going to pitch to Ohtani, there's no way that they're going to get any manufacturing of runs. And yet, in like the most improbable fashion, you get Rojas and Will Smith, the white guy catcher, to get you back in the game and to win that game. And Yamamoto wins 3 games in the World Series. He was warming up in that 18-inning game as well, and they never used him. And he gets MVP. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be a fan of that guy for his entire career. Was absolutely floored
hell
by
of a
his
fucking series. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was a
I
lot
didn't
of
really
fun.
have a dog in the fight outside of the bet, which is why I'm cheering for the Jays. But like, if you were indifferent, that was one of the best baseball series I've ever seen. Paying attention in October.
I didn't want the Dodgers. I mean, I did want them to win. I mean, like from the Guardians aspect, it hurt my heart to see them win and everything. But unlikely guys. Klein, the guy who pitched in that 18-inning game, he was making like $50,000 in a year. And then obviously, I mean, Yamamoto's making a ton of money, but Will Smith and Rojas getting you those crucial moments. And the Guardian, when they were the Indians and the Cubs had a good Game 7 as well back in 2016. But it was really what the Indians did to get it to extras, and not so much what happened in extras that was so exciting. So that's why I think that like you edge this one over the Indians Cubs series.
This isn't
just
like,
because of all the drama that happened.
I get the Game 7 was great, but this entire
the whole
series was
yeah.
fucking insane.
And honestly, to take it even a step beyond that, this World Series in general as a whole has been one of the most captivating and exciting, displays of baseball that I've seen in a very, very long time.
This was best case scenario, I think, for MLB for sure.
And also, I think going into the World Series, like the finals, I don't think people expected the Blue Jays to put up that kind of fight.
Zero.
No.
This
I
was
had
like
them
there were multiple
going down in a gentleman's sweep.
There were multiple sportsbook bets that this was going to be a sweep.
Yeah.
Like a full-on sweep. It's done.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had the game with 18 innings, that the Blue Jays dominated two of these games.
Seemed like every game they were up 3-1, 4-1 in a game, and then
again with like fat dudes that I've never seen
right,
before.
Yeah.
No, I know this is pretty bold claim, but I might tune in to some regular season baseball next year. Maybe just become a Mariners fan and
have it on in the background.
Yeah. And just keep track of their overall records. So when people ask, I can be like,
Mariners game last night.
They're on a 10-game winning
Ichiro
streak.
was so good, bro.
But I mean, with 40 losses overall, it's going to be a tough climb.
Right.
Yeah, they're over 500. Have you ever heard of the kid?
Right.
Kenny, my boy.
Your boy, Kenny.
My boy. KGJ. He's pretty good.
So, very, like, Yamamoto, incredible. I mean, from betting perspective, I was like, even though he won 3 games, just give it to Ohtani. That would be nice.
Congratulations to Japan for winning the World Series.
Yes, indeed. But gosh, the plays at the plate, the guys running into each other in left center field, Pajes and Kike Hernandez or whatever, or just Kike. I think Kike Hernandez is an older guy. Either way, I'm not a Dodgers expert. I
just know Kike.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun.
It was fun to watch or listen to the end of it on the radio because we were driving home.
Oh, sure.
And so we listened to probably that last inning and a half on the radio.
I was in an In-N-Out burger, still kind of drunk a little bit, and they had just called number 67 as the the order number, and I'm sitting there sucking on my milkshake and eating my animal fries, and it was the top of the 9th inning, and there's one out, and right before Will Smith comes to the plate, or no, that was Rojas. Right before Rojas comes to the plate, I place a Dodgers money line bet at plus 690 for the Dodgers to win that game. And no sooner does that happen than Rojas hits the game-tying home run, and the Dodgers went into minus 148 to win that game. And so I think that my couple dollar bet yielded me over $30, which was great. So
That's impressive.
yes.
Congratulations.
A very dumb
What'd you
bet.
put, $5?
Something like that, yeah. $5 at plus, yeah, I think it was. Just like a quick $5. And it was like, boom.
Just a quick
$5, guys.
Dude, they know me as a quick $5.
So
Pete definitely has a problem.
we'll get to my other best bet of the weekend in the NFL. That there is a tease. But before we get to that, we have our first college football rankings, in which Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Alabama top your college football playoff rankings. After, let's see, Miami shits the bed, Vanderbilt loses to Texas. They came back. They made it interesting, but either way. Let me pull up breaking news. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, who barely squeaks by this past weekend.
Who do they have as the best 2-loss team? Is it Notre Dame or Texas?
Let him finish.
Number 6 is Ole Miss. Number 7, BYU. At 8-0. BYU was just barely in the top 25 a couple weeks ago, and now they're in the top 10. Texas Tech is number 8. Oregon, number 9. And number 10, your first 2-loss team, Notre Dame.
So they have Notre Dame as the best 2-loss team.
Yes. Notre Dame is your best 2-loss team. Texas, Oklahoma, Utah, and then you kind of keep on going from there. But there's a slew of 2-loss teams that are right there outside of the top 10.
This is what's important to pay attention to, because this is the first ranking, and you're kind of setting the precedent on the last 4 you mentioned are all 2-loss teams, right? So
yes.
Notre Dame, Texas, Oklahoma,
Utah.
and Utah.
All 2-loss
So the
teams.
way that they're going to measure this every single week leading up to the playoffs, like the bracket, if this is how you know they're all fucking sometimes just throwing out bullshit, because they're going to shuffle that. They're eventually going to shuffle that if the record stays the same. Because who is Texas other lost to besides Ohio State? It's a shitty team, right?
Who was their other loss to? Their other loss was
I think
to
it was
Florida.
Who's garbage now.
Yeah. And so, they almost beat Georgia, and then here was Georgia there. After this past week, a 24-20 win over Florida. But that's where we're at.
Oregon at 9. What do you think about that?
They should be 1.
I disagree.
Let's see, because BYU has kind of like catapulted, right?
They have, but I think that I don't see anything wrong with that. They're undefeated.
Yeah.
They've played Utah. They've played Texas Tech. They've beaten good teams. So, or have they played Texas Tech? Is Texas Tech still?
Texas Tech is 8-1.
Okay.
Their only loss comes to Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
they
BYU
haven't played yet.
No, BYU. That game will be this weekend.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
BYU Tech this weekend?
Yeah. So you're gonna get some, a lot of movement there between those two. It is interesting. I know that Oregon didn't play their greatest game against Indiana. They only lose by 10 in that. It feels like there's a bit of Georgia favoritism here that I'm not quite getting, because it's because
even continue.
So
I was waiting. I wasn't gonna interrupt it, but I was waiting for some sort of like the SEC bias because of the Oregon ranking.
Well,
and I was right.
So Georgia at number 5, then Ole Miss is there. The only loss that they have is to Georgia. Georgia barely squeaks out that win versus Florida. So
the one thing that I will say
Miss
though is because I kind of agree. I don't think I would put Georgia that high. I think I'd probably still put them in front of Oregon. But anyways, I think this gives opportunity to, because in the past few years, the committee has done a good job about when a team who's in that top 10 area and they have a loss, they'll drop them, 10 spots really, really quickly.
I think that, too, what the committee decided on was that the Penn State win was not impressive, not as impressive.
But also, I think if you guys are struggling with Oregon being at 9, the only thing you're choosing to pay attention to is the loss to the number 2 team in the country. I don't think they're just getting measured by the loss to Indiana. I think they're also getting measured by barely beating Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Even though they had that one, that was a 21-7 game.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
no, it wasn't
and that's
necessarily
their
an impressive
that's
win.
their most recent memory before the bye.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. And to be honest, I'm totally fine with 9. I think 9 is great. That's bulletin board material for Dan Lanning to say, look how they're disrespecting us, whatever.
I think bottom line is like you go back to last season, Oregon finished number 1. And, a lot of Oregon fans claim they got fucked by the bracket setup, because they faced, which, to me, it's always going to be ridiculous. You're going to run into good teams in the playoff bracket, but they just set them up to run into the really good teams early. So there is a lot of crying and whining and complaining about that. Let's say they're not in that same position this coming college football playoff, and they get the 6th or 7th seed, and they end up facing, I don't know, a Texas Tech that's on a fucking roll or a BYU that's on a roll.
Yeah.
They're still going to be complaining because that's what people in Eugene do. They will cry about something. And then Lanning's off to LSU.
He said this week that he's not going.
Yeah.
So
no, I kind of want Oregon to have one of those home playoff games. That would be really cool to maybe even go to it.
to try and figure out how to go to it.
But that would be a very cool thing. So I'm fine with that. And I think that this is kind of a prove it for Oregon. If you're the committee, it's like, hey, you've got a couple big games coming up here against Iowa, against Washington. Stomp on them, and then you've got room to go up.
So let's look at some remaining schedules as well. And I'll tell you what, like right now, it looks very hard for anyone to argue that Ohio State is not hands down the best team in college football right
You
now.
hear what Saban said about that QB?
He was saying
I
something
didn't.
to the effect it's like, I had him on our practice squad. Is that this
Yeah,
one?
he's like, I had this guy run the scout team.
Yeah.
The coach had this on the scout team. What a dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Because it was him. And it was like, I had Julian Sain on the But to be fair, he had that guy on the scout team. Every fucking quarterback ahead of him are now in the NFL. So it's like, this kid's good, but he's no anyone that we've been watching in the league.
Ohio State for the rest of the year has Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, and Michigan. So an undefeated season to be had there now by Ohio State. Indiana for the rest of the year.
I mean, that Michigan is you can't ever, when it comes to that matchup, for some reason, Michigan does have their number.
All right.
But I agree with you.
All
But
right.
Is it the other way around? Is it like Ohio State has not beaten Michigan?
correct.
Right. So because of Harbaugh. Harbaugh never lost to him, or had
No,
a 4
so-
straight.
When he
Winning.
left, like even the last few years, like
Yeah, they
Michigan's won this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like,
I
because
think they've won the last 6.
and everyone at that point is that so Michigan beats Ohio State in Columbus, and everyone's saying Ryan Day is one game away from getting fired.
This was last year when then they went on a fucking
and then
tear.
they
And then
won
they
4
won
games.
the national championship.
And they looked like a totally different team
Yeah.
as soon as the playoffs hit.
So yeah,
Or
they'll
just back to
probably
their original
lose
selves,
to Michigan and then do it all over again.
Like losing to Michigan is like kicking a beehive, and then they just go on fucking murder everyone.
Indiana has Penn State, Wisconsin, and Purdue to close out their season. Texas A&M, if we're looking at who could possibly falter here, A&M has a bit of a tougher road because they have Missouri, South Carolina, Samford, and Texas. So 2 ranked teams. Obviously, Missouri has an injured quarterback situation. Alabama equally has an easier schedule as well. Their hardest games are behind them. Well, actually, I mean, they still have Oklahoma, but they also are on a bye week. And then Auburn, who just fired Hugh Freeze. They are now paying 3 coaches to not be there. Brian Harsin, Gus Malzahn, and Hugh Freeze are all getting paid. I think that they have over $50 million of buyouts to pay 3 different coaches at this point.
Can an AD just close that account? Can he just go to the bank and so this is the account where 3 fired coaches are getting paid from? Just close it. Stop payment.
If Georgia Tech beats Georgia at the end of the year, that would be quite a dilemma for everything. I think that's the chaos that I would probably be rooting for. Georgia Tech number 17. And then Georgia still has Texas as well. So Sark had an interesting thing this past week, if I could deviate a little bit, was just kind of like on a bit of a soapbox and talking about all of these coaches. Again, Hugh Freeze from Auburn, one of the newest fired head coaches. Now, some of the most high-profile coaches, $185 million in buyouts are to be paid out to some of these guys.
U.S. or Canadian?
Yeah, well, we'll
Both.
see. Yeah, both. But Sark was just basically saying, who are you going to hire? All these job openings, who are you going to hire? And I think that, what you're starting to see, including, we talked about it last week, the insurgence of the NIL and kind of, loving the support that you have at the place that you're at. What's to say that you need to go anywhere to these jobs like LSU or Alabama or what have you when you have the ability to kind of homegrown do it at your own spot? And to say that Lane Kiffin might end up staying at Ole Miss wouldn't be the most shocking thing in the world.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't think we're gonna see many guys move from their spots, especially the names that we've been hearing. I don't think What's His Nuts is going to leave Indiana. I don't think Lanning's
Cignetti's not leaving.
He's got an extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could find a way out of it still.
I don't think Lanning's going anywhere. I really don't think a lot of these coaches are going to take the bait.
Well, the
You know what I
difference
mean?
that you're the difference between firing coaches in college and in the NFL. In college, you used to fire coaches, and then other head coaches would move.
Yeah.
In the NFL, you used to fire coaches, and an OC would take the job, or a DC would take the job. I think that's what you're going to start seeing in college, because Lane Kiffin has a good thing going in Ole Miss. Let's say that Lanning refuses to leave Oregon, but Lanning's OC could be looked at because they've been successful the last few years. Lane Kiffin's DC might be getting looked at. Those guys might be taking on head coaching positions because no one else is available.
Right, but I mean, that's certainly not what I think Penn State and LSU had in mind when they were
I don't think that's
their
what
head
anybody
coaches,
wants or
right.
planning for, but I think that's where they're headed.
what they're going to
Yeah.
get.
That's what
Yeah.
that's where they're headed.
And so, I mean, when you go to reactive or reactionary boosters in Auburn, for instance, or LSU, where yes, there is money aplenty, but there's also, to get you guys, there's money aplenty to fire you. I think that when it comes down to where's your support and can you get money through the NIL, makes no sense to move.
Of all the available coaches in high-profile program, I think James Franklin is headed to LSU.
I thought that he just signed up with Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, then cut that. So next in line,
Yeah.
did Matt Rule sign an extension?
He did, and then he has now lost yet again to a top 25 guy.
I was talking to Matt about this James Franklin situation, and
Shout out P1 Matt Parker.
Absolutely.
Congratulations if this news is true. I think it is.
I mean, we were talking about it, and he told me I think they're going to announce it Monday.
Yeah.
So
I'm
So
pretty
Barker's
sure.
he's fucking stoked to lose big games.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me.
But you
But
might win a
that
few.
means he won 8 others.
Yeah.
That means he gets to the big game.
Yes.
He just
Yeah.
has to mentally get ready to lose
Yeah.
those
Lose
big
the
games.
big
If you're a
game.
Virginia Tech fan, you are
Stoked.
stoked
Yeah, absolutely.
to go 10-2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
After the last few years.
Fucking
oh my
stoked.
God.
But he was telling me that they're doing the exact thing that we talked about. Like, why aren't these schools like saying, "Hey, fuck Penn State.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay you anyways. We'll pay you $1 million, and then we'll get you whoever you want
Yeah.
for coordinators."
If they are doing that, it's a very smart play.
And it sounds like that's exactly what they're
love
doing.
that. I
And he
absolutely
already
love
had
that.
the stranglehold as far as Virginia recruiting. He has ties there. So it's like,
Yeah, watch that whole thing backfire, right? How you can leverage the NIL, and then this whole thing has just been turned on its head.
That's not illegal, but we can agree that that's probably frowned upon. It kind of sets the precedent, right?
I mean, I think that's
I'm not
smart.
I'm not against
It's
it.
a way of circumventing the salary cap.
So let me just check the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
You like this,
I
but you
love
hate
it
the
now.
Kawhi stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
I just want to make sure.
Walk right into that.
I just
one.
want to
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure that we're
All
on the
right.
same page.
I don't know
there.
if you intended to go that route or if
Oh,
I
I was
that route.
absolutely
Yeah,
heading that
all
way.
right. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, a good old circumvention. At least
Can we have a graphic of the hypocrisy box getting
let's see.
checked?
Like,
There we go.
there's like a whole tally above my head right now. That's hilarious.
Man, I'd like to see Tech be good again since the Vic brothers left, but I wanted to see Franklin at LSU.
Well,
I wanted to see somebody his caliber go to that type, like where LSU has that sort of support, and just see if he can get over the hump
can
that he
do it.
couldn't do at Penn State.
But if he's able to take a team like Virginia Tech and get them even to where Penn State was,
That's exciting for the Hokies. That's exciting.
But
for them.
that's exciting for anyone, right?
Yeah.
Like having another team that's in the mix and having a vindictive, vengeful head coach who says, "I can do it with anybody, bitch."
yeah,
like
we said that about Bill Belichick. Look how that worked out. So
But
Well, he almost
it
beat
doesn't
Clemson.
change that the story was still cool.
yeah.
Did you see a bit of an about face by what's his Dabo Sweeney, who was just like, "Oh yeah, I'd fire me too, or I'd think about doing that too." I forget the exact quote, but he started being a little bit "woe is me" more than
he's
look at
getting
my
cheeky.
championships. Yeah, so he's
I
being
feel
a little bit victim-y.
I don't know if he has a PR team or this is just him like maybe reading over some shit with his wife at dinner, but I feel like he's experimenting with different strategies of how to look in certain interviews and situations. He goes, let's play the I don't give a fuck card on this next post-game interview. Let's play the victim card on this next
After
interview.
about lost 5 in the season, maybe we should start going like,
His PR team is him in the morning looking in the mirror and saying, "Get it together, Dabby."
"You got it, Dabo."
It's him in the morning texting Trevor Lawrence. Do you have any eligibility left for college?
It's
Kind of
sunshine.
need you.
Sunshine, it's Dabo.
Do you even like me anymore?
Sunshine.
He's hitting up Deshaun.
It's
Actually, let me go back a couple of years more.
Poor Vanderbilt. I would have loved to have seen them in the
Yeah.
top 10 there.
Diego, our boy.
Yeah.
Where play that well, man? They've been dominating.
Okay, so can you get out the ledger? I want to see what happened this weekend in terms of our bets.
You and I
because-
were dead even.
Were we? Did we same fish this whole thing?
Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't heading that way, but you won the.
NFL bets?
No, you lost every single NFL bet.
Oh, okay.
But you started
Oops.
off strong with Nebraska covering against USC.
Oh,
USC
we had the
won,
cover. Oh, yes.
but it
that's
was
right.
6.5, and they only won by 4. So that was a 20. So you started with that, and then you had the Dodgers.
I forgot about the cover.
And then we made a bet at the tailgate, Blue
Yeah.
Jays Dodgers for 20. So we started off Sunday morning. I was down 40.
Wow.
And then you lost. Oh no, it wasn't all NFL. It was all two college, two NFL. So you had Vanderbilt against Texas. You had Tennessee against Oklahoma.
Boo. Yeah.
You had.
You think Heupel goes to LSU? No, I don't think that happens.
Who?
Heupel. I know that a lot of people are trying to be like, oh, he should stay at Tennessee. But
you had Cincinnati against Utah. That was a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
And
that
then
was no good.
The best game where you lost was Bengals-Bears.
Oh, my God.
He had the Bengals and I had the Bears, and that was the most entertaining game on Sunday. When Flacco scored, I was like, oh, fuck. You were going to be up 20.
Yeah.
And then that fucking Loveland touchdown.
Jeez,
couldn't stop him. That was like 90 points put up in that game.
This is the first time since 1966 that a team has scored more than 40 points in a game and lost both of those games.
Flacco put up like 40-something.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Their defense sucks so bad.
Bad.
It doesn't even matter if Joe Burrow was around if that's your fucking defense.
Dude, I was thinking about it. I'm always and I'm not backing off on the side of not airing dirty laundry, no matter what level of sports you're in. Mm-hmm. You lose together, you win together.
Yeah,
that's always been my opinion and my take on that.
But
if I'm thinking that definitely applies in high school sports, that definitely applies in college, but in the pros, these are kind of grown men who have their own lives, and this is your job. I don't necessarily have a problem with Jamar Chase and Chase Brown expressing their frustrations.
We're like, bullshit.
Dude, the offense did their part, and I think grown fucking men can handle criticism. You should be able to in the NFL. Where you guys couldn't stop him, and you let him put up 47 fucking points.
Joe Flacco was 31 for 47, 470 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and they lost.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is
Manangai almost rushed for 200 yards. The Bears don't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Well, no, the only thing I would say about making those comments is maybe try to make them internally first. But I mean, I'm sure they are. Well, I guess
maybe internally was last week, and then they did it again.
But there's a reason media gets you right in that heat of the moment, because they want the organic reaction, and that's what you get in the heat of the moment. That's what you get, that type of interview. But as much as I wanted the Bengals to win it, I think it's a good fuck you to people that hate Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Who would that be?
I mean, you're one of them.
Yes, it is. 5-3 now. The Bears.
I don't.
Do we have a bet on that, by the way?
The what?
On the Bears over under wins?
I made that bet on my own. Over wins, over 7.5.
Oh, okay. We didn't actually do that. I think maybe I said I didn't think they were going to get over 5.5.
The personal opinion of people because they like or just dislike someone because of their personality. I saw a side by side of stats, and I genuinely didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
And it was fucking mirror image, touchdowns, interceptions, yards, and it was Caleb Williams, Baker Mayfield, Drake May. 2 loved quarterbacks and 1 fucking despised quarterback because he paints his nails.
That's not exactly it, but
I mean, what is it then?
What's the other differentiator between those 3 quarterbacks?
The other differentiator between those 3 quarterbacks are...
Besides the nails.
The other differentiator between those 3 quarterbacks is the attitude that I don't like about Caleb Williams.
Which is what?
I thought that might have been a worse response.
Yeah.
I don't like... I think...
What's the attitude showing you?
What is the attitude showing?
Explain... elaborate on the whole attitude take.
I have never liked the way that Caleb Williams carries himself on the sidelines. I've always thought that he has made himself more about himself than the team.
Bad body language guy.
He's a bad body language guy.
You know who's historically a bad body image guy? Baker Mayfield.
Oh, yeah. He sucks, too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Where's the second hypocrisy box?
Yeah, right there.
Just check
Yeah,
it again.
all right. You can just not like people. Let me get to my best.
Yeah, tell us your best bet.
My
please.
best bet of the weekend. It was something that I said on last week's podcast, which was I wanted to stay as far away from the Packers at minus 12.5 as possible. And I said, in fact, I think that the Panthers could win that game.
You did
And
say
you bet it?
No,
And I bet
he
it.
did say it was. My memory tells me he did say that was a trap game.
And I not only teased that up to plus 25.5 on one of my own teasers this week, but then I also put about $5 on the Panthers to win that game at, what was it, plus 490?
You teased it down to 25.5.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. Teased it down to 25.5.
And
Yeah,
what
it would've
took
been
the
38
Panthers to cover?
to win.
Oh, you
outright.
took a money line
money
to
line
win?
to win.
Live or pre-game?
Pre-game. Pre-game.
$5.
$5.
That's ballsy.
And it was like plus 450 or
Yeah,
something.
like I can look it up.
So you had foresight that Tucker Kraft was going to tear his fucking ACL?
something like that.
The final destination? You had
see.
a premonition?
Pete called it in.
Let me tell you, yes, I said, you know what? I need to take that guy out.
What a fucking loss.
While
That
you're
guy's been
seriously.
absolutely
He's been
killing
so
it.
good.
Killing it this season.
While you're looking that up,
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row that I've hit a bet that came from my brain.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I hit Bills to win and Kareem Hunt to score parlayed, 10 to win 60 with a boost.
Wow. Good for
It
you.
was good times.
Now you're just playing on free money for the rest. At the pre-game line for the Panthers was plus 650. I placed a $4 bet because it rounded at $30 on the paid.
And you added the total? Or you bet that
So-
separately?
And then the other one was separate. That
So
was
you
part of a
didn't
teaser.
parlay the... Oh, okay.
It was just part of a teaser. So I had in a monster teaser, I had the Lions at plus 3.5, the Bills at plus 15.5, the over 41.5 on the Cardinals Cowboys, and then Carolina Panthers plus 25.
Are you guys off of Walsh's teaser? Are you
No,
not taking it
actually,
anymore?
this was Walsh's teaser.
Can
It's
you
just
change one?
because I missed the Thursday night pick.
Yeah, I didn't take it because I missed the Thursday too.
Yeah. So he did
His teasers are the reason why I'm up.
Yeah.
It's where my wins are coming from.
Yeah, I need to make sure to get on it this week.
So I need to make sure that if he's going to do, I need to check it before Thursday night football because I missed. I think you took the points, or no, he had just the
Ravens
the
at
Ravens
plus 6
at
or
plus
something.
something. So I had to change something out, and that's why I chose the Panthers there. So a couple of good luck bets here as well. I took a live bet on the Broncos. I took a live bet on the Patriots and the Jags, who were all at plus money throughout those certain times.
You
And
just do those individually?
So Pete's sharp now.
Yeah, I'm a big
You're getting into like dangerous waters too.
yeah.
Because you're loving making live bets. So that is
I put $1 on the Colts at plus 4,000.
the reason
I was like, who knows? It might happen.
The reason I say it's dangerous waters is because one of the worst things you can do when you place sports bets is to, like, it's entertaining to watch them live, but if you're tracking it, it makes you make these quick, like, trigger decisions where you're like, this shit's not, like, it takes one touchdown and it's not going well, and you try to hedge it or you try to catch up to it, and you're making a lot of live bets. And there's one NFL season where I made so many fucking live bets that I was losing like $60 in the morning window, like $80 in the afternoon window, and then I'm like, all right, I'll make it back Sunday Night Football, and I'll make a shit ton of bets, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Surprising at minus 1,300, Jordan Love was to throw one passing touchdown. That did not happen. Patrick Mahomes minus 1,460, almost nearly minus 1,500 to throw a passing touchdown. Did not happen. I had that as part of a 9-pick parlay that I've liked to do, where I just take a bunch of sure things to get myself to a plus 100, and those both did not hit.
The total points for Bills Chiefs did not happen because Bills wanted to limit positions, according to Kevin. But I was really disappointed. I thought the total for that was a gimme, was a guarantee. And
without being adjusted.
Yeah, I didn't adjust it. I took it at 53.5 because I'm like, it's the Bills and the Chiefs. Like, they're gonna fucking score.
For sure.
Well, if you would have listened to Tony Romo, I don't know how many times he reminded people that this game is not going to be a lot of points. He said a lot of people are thinking that it's gonna hit the over, but I'm telling you, folks, it's not gonna happen.
I wish Romo would shut the fuck up.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, a couple of things that I want to address as well this weekend. JJ McCarthy comes back, and he just keeps winning, apparently.
Yeah, good for him.
That one too. The fucking Lions, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking Lions.
They're now 5-3 Lions.
That made me nervous. That was part of the teaser. I'm like, if this fucking of all the games that the teaser would lose on, if it's this, so the teaser was Detroit plus 4.5, and I had my own bet with Detroit to cover minus 2.5. I'm like, they're fucking down by 10.
Did you get it 4.5 or 3.5?
Plus 4.5.
Oh, I only got it 3.5. So
yeah, I placed it right when he posted it. And, I mean, I'm glad that the teaser covered, but then it killed. It was the only leg that killed one of my bets.
Oh,
the fucking
yeah, that
Lions,
2.5.
dude.
Yeah.
It seems this season there's always one or two of those a week where it's just like, what the fuck is that?
Danny Dimes looking like his old self back with the Giants. He throws, 3 interceptions? And
to be fair,
I don't think Jonathan Taylor scored.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so
I think that is credit to the Steelers D. I'm not going to put that much on the Colts and Danny Dimes. That Steelers defense was insane. They were so good.
Yeah,
that game.
They seem to be getting into postseason form already.
That's a worst nightmare for you. Rodgers is playing out of his fucking mind right now.
I have an under 8.5 win-loss total for them.
I don't know if there's any injuries or anything leading up to Sunday, but they are underdogs against the Chargers. I think that's a great value play.
You do? We'll look at next week's bets here coming up. The end of the Jags-Raiders game was a fun one to watch, where the Raiders had to go for 2, and then they don't get it. It was funny because I think it was Julian Edelman after that game was like, of course Pete Carroll would throw it at the goal line, as Geno Smith gets his ball batted down to win that game.
Touching a little on fantasy, which I'm sure Braxton would love to dive into. This is the first game that my number 3 pick in Brock Bowers finally
did
me something. Hey. But he didn't just say, Miguel, I'm back. I'm here to serve.
Yeah.
He gave me 43 fucking
43?
points.
Wow.
He had 3 tutties.
I'm back. Let me blow you.
Oh, yeah. And I said, not with that hairline. Just give me the points.
You know what? I was just going to bring that up. Did you see, the animation that Fox does? They give him a receding hairline even in the animation. It's
they have to be authentic.
He's freaking yoked out, and then his hair is way back here.
They got to be authentic.
Very rude.
But
you could make some changes on the biceps, but not the hairline?
Yeah. I mean, it's come on, guys.
Out of the 3 leagues that I'm in, our league, I definitely was I was all about this week. I was paying attention to our league this week. There's a lot of good shit happening. I had my starting quarterback was on a bye. So I didn't I was looking at the players list for 5 minutes. I'm like, who the fuck do I pick up?
Yeah.
And I landed on Darnold. I'm like, I'll get Darnold.
Yeah.
Fucking goes off. And then Bowers goes off. I happen to be facing one of the toughest teams in our league, which is low. And she was projected to beat me by 50.
Really?
I won by 20, I think. I won by 20.
Damn.
So it was huge. And then I was tracking his matchup against Sahara. He going into Monday, no chance. No chance.
0 chance.
And
I
then
had 2 players to score 40 points.
Yeah, and then Brissett kept finding Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, the game of his career.
I had the
How
game.
many yards did he end up with? 100...
130,
60?
Yeah.
But he was getting all the targets.
24 points overall.
I think I've got it here. Oh no, it was 7 for 96.
I had my game once.
That
I
was
was
just
paying
in
attention to theirs because it was the closest one. And Marvin Harrison just like he kept getting the ball from Brissett. I'm like, holy shit, he's catching up. And then Pickens started getting the ball, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, he's gonna fucking win. And then I'm watching the Sahara's done, and the Braxton, it was 132-131. And Cowboys get the ball back, and I'm like,
they need to score.
They need to score, and I'm like, Sahara's gonna lose because he's been focused on Pickens.
One catch, that's it.
And then it was a pick. Was it a pick or fumble?
I couldn't watch it because fucking ESPN.
I think it was a fumble.
Was it a fumble?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just watching it, and then all of a sudden it said like, a minute left or something. Cowboys had the ball. George Pickens thing was green.
Oh,
and I kept on refreshing, and then it just went black. Game over.
Turnover on downs. It was a turnover on downs.
Oh, I'm thinking about with 7 minutes to go. There was a fumble.
When they needed the ball back, and he was about to get that point, because it was one catch for fucking 5 yards. He would have won.
He would have won.
It could have been one catch for -3 yards, and I would have
She lucked out. So, she had that one, but she got lucky.
I wasn't tracking fantasy much this Sunday because I was doing
a gambling addict.
Well, no, I was doing birthday things. I was enjoying my birthday, and and I thought I was getting all these notifications, Drake London was going off. I'm like, sweet. Justin Herbert had a pick 6 to start the game, but he had a pretty decent whatever. Then I was like, oh, okay, I probably beat Gritty. I probably beat Natalie.
She murdered you.
She absolutely destroyed me by 50 points. She had T. Higgins for 30-plus points and all kinds of
league
people.
Sucks. There's multiple 3 and 6 and 4 and 5.
I'm 3-6, and I'm tied at the bottom with 4 other teams.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
We're all down there, aren't we? Yeah.
Ninth place. The view's good from the bottom.
Yeah. The Tanner household has a combined 6 wins. So
Yeah.
good for you
But
guys.
Jer's on a win streak though.
Is
That's
she?
2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
2 weeks in because she was winless, and then now she's won 2 games in a row.
As long as I don't take last.
The Bills and Chiefs. Before we get to the final one, which is the Seahawks Commanders, I want to talk about Jayden Daniels. The Bills did this last year, where they won the regular season game and then lost in the playoffs.
My favorite takes post game about this is before this game, Mahomes was second in MVP. The Bills are back. Kelsey's back in shape, and Allen, whatever. And then now Bills, Super Bowl contenders,
Right.
Super Bowl favorites. Chiefs, we don't know what's happening to them.
I've heard that, and for whatever
It's just
reason,
what?
As someone who overreacts to literally everything, I'm not concerned about the Chiefs. I know that the Broncos are doing really well, and the Broncos have a good schedule, and they play them twice. And they play each other twice still, but it's just I don't know. I'm not as concerned about the Chiefs as other people are.
Yeah.
now.
Do I want them to not be the same Chiefs? Absolutely. Do I try to speak it into existence all the time?
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that the Bills are a very good team. The Chiefs are also a very, very good team.
Yeah.
I don't think that this changes a lot. I'm glad that I won our bet, but as far as Super Bowl outlook, I think that these teams have the same equal chance.
James Cook is now rushing for 100 yards again, which is good for them.
And if you're looking at history, Allen owns Mahomes in the regular season.
Yeah.
Mahomes owns Allen in the postseason.
Yeah.
But it's after this loss, they focus on the regular season record. He's never beaten them in the postseason. Also, if they do face again, which I think they will, if you forget about the fucking Ravens or anyone else making it there, Steelers, if they do face again, the Bills have something to be scared of that the Chiefs didn't have last year, and it's fucking Rice. Rice being there in the postseason when they have everybody back in him, I feel like that's their best player.
Yeah. You have Pacheco, right?
Yeah.
What's his status?
He's back next week.
He's back soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been so hit and miss this season.
He has, yeah.
He hasn't been the same since his breakout season.
Speaking of injuries, Jayden Daniels hurt 3 times in 3 games. Every game in which he returned, he left with injury. This time, a dislocated elbow on his non-throwing arm. However, done for the year, and the
Is
fact
he's
that
done
he
for
was,
the year?
I mean, the fact that there's just no way that they should bring him back. They just
Okay, but
can't.
they
bring him
didn't
back.
announce it.
They didn't announce it, but they should shut him down for the year.
I know there's
the fact that he was in at 38-7
Yeah,
is
that's
malpractice.
I was gonna say there's a lot of speculation, but you could argue that he didn't need to be in there.
0%. Like I don't
Not
know
at all.
like why do that, especially for a guy who had been out
Yeah.
in
Who you were
multiple
probably
games.
rushing back.
It's just like at this point, what are you doing?
I felt
You're
really
a
bad
dipshit.
because at the tailgate, or not at the tailgate, at your house, Amar and I made a bet, and I took who the fuck did they play? Who the
The
Commanders?
Seahawks.
I took the Seahawks, and Amar took his team, the Commanders,
Right,
for 20
Oh gosh.
straight up, and I had to text
about
them, and I was like, "Hey, sorry about Daniels, but you owe me 20." And he goes,
Did you respond to you? He
He
never
goes-
responds.
He goes, "Fuck you! I'm so salty right now."
Oh my
and then immediately I got an Apple Pay 20 sent to me, and I go, "He didn't need to be in there." He goes, "Fuck, LOL."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he sent me a picture because I gave him his gift, his like Commander's history book, and he sent me a picture of him. I'll show you guys. It's very funny. And he's just like has his jersey on, and he's got his book.
He's
and
so happy.
and he's got his little blanket. And then
He has no idea.
you look deep into his eyes, and you can see the
Sadness.
The sadness. I did a zoom in pic. Oh gosh.
Go away, pain. Oh no! Wow. I thought this was before he.
No, it was after the game. You could see Sahara in the reflection, just like.
Oh wow.
I want to show you how grateful I am, but I'm feeling pain right now.
If we look to next weekend, this upcoming weekend's games, we have BYU versus Texas Tech.
Yes.
Do you want action?
I absolutely want action. I want action on every good game because that'll make me want to. I'll be at home.
Texas
and I wanna watch it.
Tech
I'll take the Cougs.
is at home as a 10.5-point favorite over BYU. A 10.5-point favorite.
What?
That's
So.
absurd.
I imagine it's because of Tech's offense.
Let's just do a touchdown. I'll take BYU.
No, that is an absurd spread. You're not basing my decision off of where that spread is. This is an undefeated team they're playing. Why is it at 10?
I imagine
I would even
it's-
like it at 7.
Yeah.
This is not that kind of game.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Guess it's off the board.
off the Bucks.
But hold on. I want to bet on this, but that's stupid.
I would imagine that if you probably look up and down at like Tech as
Does BYU have somebody hurt?
I don't know actually.
I want to bet on this game, but I'm not doing like anything 7 or more is crazy, dude. Not BYU's on a roll. They're 8-0.
They are.
It'd just be stupid of me to bet that.
You want to do 6?
3. Let's see. Ole Miss Citadel. Get action on that one.
I mean, that's hot in the streets right there.
Right. Texas A&M as the number 3 team on the road. Number 22 Missouri hosting them. A&M a 6.5-point road favorite. Similarly, the Oregon Ducks a 6.5-point road favorite. With Iowa, that game a midday game.
Okay, can you actually come to an agreement for the A&M or the Tech BYU one, or you're like not even going to entertain anything below 6?
I mean, I feel like you're asking a lot. I mean, it's a 12-point spread for a reason.
It's a 10-point spread.
or 10.
Yeah, but that's fucking crazy.
What do you want it at?
Yeah. What?
So if you have Tech, what do you want Tech at?
I'll take 4.5. I take minus 4.5. I don't know why it's at 10. That's why I'm not basing it off of that. I think that's crazy.
I mean, I'm not.
Well, I know I can't
talk.
talk you into it because you're already an odds crazy guy. So maybe my best chance is against you.
I don't know anything about either team, so let's
to be honest,
let's put it on.
My initial thought is I agree with you that it is very odd.
But honestly,
what don't we know?
if I was betting this, I would take BYU at plus money to cover whatever point spread. So that's why I'm not comfortable taking Tech even more than 5, because I don't think, unless there's news that we don't know, why is it a double-digit spread?
Okay.
A&M Missouri. Anyone want that?
I do not. No, because I am not so sure about what's happening with Missouri's quarterback situation. I would probably do the Oregon-Iowa game.
What do you want there?
I would take Oregon at the 6.5.
How much?
$20.
Oregon at 6.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you also want to double up and go 40 on him?
Sure.
Do you want to
So
do
you
20
want
with him?
22?
Sure.
At 6.5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then we have.
Hold on. So 5. I have Iowa plus 6.5 for that game, right?
Yes.
So 20 each.
Yes.
So if Oregon wins,
Oregon would have to win by 7 or more.
no, I'm basing it off of my bet with Jake.
Oh, got
See
it.
what I come up with. So if Iowa wins, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take it.
Sweet.
My bet with Jake is a lot bigger.
Is it?
And I took Oregon. So I'm trying to see
Oh, interesting.
how it evens out.
How much was
he's
it?
an Iowa guy.
Yeah.
But I seriously and I genuinely think this. I think Oregon will win, but I have a 50 spot with Jake at Oregon minus 3.5.
Interesting. All right.
So I was trying to see how this is fair out. I think there's a $10 difference either way.
Yeah.
That wouldn't fucking matter. But all right.
Do you think that after Brian Kelly's departure, that LSU will put up a fight against number 4 Alabama? Alabama, the home team, a minus 10.5 point favorite in Tuscaloosa.
Test it. Bet it. What do you want?
I mean, I do think that there's something.
I would want Alabama. I don't want LSU.
I would think there is something to be said about, if a head coach is fired, you got to assume that he's probably lost the locker room. There's going to be guys that were stopped really playing for him. So maybe you get that interim head coach bump.
You get the spoiler.
You get that buyback.
Yeah.
Let's do it
play
for
spoiler.
the new guy.
Does that mean you got either of you want LSU?
No,
No.
I just that's the only way I can explain them winning.
The possibility.
I
of
want Navy if either of you are willing to take Notre Dame.
at minus 26
At
and a
the
half.
spread.
Hold on, let me see about this. But Navy is 7-1.
I'm good. I'll leave that one to you guys.
I'll adjust the points. I'll be fair.
To what?
I'll be fair.
20 and a half?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, actually do a full touchdown. I'll do 19.5.
Okay, sure.
So I'll do
Fuck
Navy
it.
plus
I know
19.
nothing about this.
Neither do I. I just want to watch it.
Yeah.
About to find out.
So how much on this one?
I'll do another 20 spot on this one. So I would have Notre Dame at 19 and a half, right?
Yeah, and I'll have Navy plus 19.5.
All right.
So has everything been 20 or
Our first one was 10.
the 4.5 A&M or
Yeah.
Tech BYU is 10? Okay.
Do you think that Mississippi State at 5-4 finds their way to cover 7.5 versus Georgia? I would love to see it happen.
Me too. And Mississippi State has been scrappy this year.
Yeah.
They've won games that they shouldn't, and they've been in almost every game, it seems.
Right. So let's see.
I mean, they should have beat Texas.
Yeah, they 45-38. They barely lost that game. They played well against Tennessee. They lost by a score there. They lost to Florida. That was dumb. But apparently Florida plays up to teams as well. Can I do 10 and have the 7.5 with Mississippi State?
7.5? You're at home
Against
though.
Georgia?
Yeah, against Georgia. Mississippi State's 5-4.
I've watched Mississippi State this
Okay.
year, so I
well,
know
it's
that
at
they're
7.5. I mean,
do 6.5 and I'll do it for tenner.
okay, fine.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, let's do it. It's all going to watch itself out in the end. So, if we look at the NFL scores, anything else for the?
No, we're making a lot of bets, so I'm making sure that I ledger it up before I forget.
Yeah, let's see. So the Raiders trade away Jacoby Myers.
I saw that.
He had requested a trade, so I feel like that was a long time coming. But the Broncos on Thursday Night Football, an 8.5-point favor at home. These two teams will square off two times for the remainder of the season still. They have yet to play either of their games. I don't want to touch this from a betting perspective with a 10-foot pole. But
No, not at all.
There's the two guys that got moved today that I feel like makes a difference, though. I've been back and forth with keeping in my fantasy team, and it's Shaheed and Myers.
Yeah,
I feel like finally makes a difference.
Shaheed finds his way to the Seahawks, and the Jets were sellers today.
They absolutely were.
Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, both gone. What do you guys think about that
I mean, it's
trade?
I think it's pretty obvious, like, we're giving up. Because if you were to ask me to name two people on the Jets defense, I would have only been able to name the two guys that got traded. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Colts gave up a hefty price to get Gardner, though.
And
that's 2 first-round picks to get him.
And they have to pay 5.5 years of his salary.
Yeah, they paid a
which is
lot
not
to get him.
But the Colts are in a win now position.
Yes,
You know, they're trying to do what they can to,
And
capitalize.
Jim Irsay's daughter is active. And
She's awesome.
she seems pretty great.
Yeah.
I love her vibe.
Love the attitude.
Yeah, fuck them picks. She's taking that kind of sort of.
And I love her
mentality.
on the sideline with the headset, just tuning in.
Just learning.
Just tuning in.
Just learning.
Don't mind me, boys.
Yeah. 38 degrees at kickoff projected between the Bears and the Giants coming up. So potentially, it doesn't look like a snow game, but a cold game. It's
going to be cold.
So
we're going to be seeing breath.
Bears 3.5-point favorites there. Chance to go to 6-3 on the season.
We haven't made any bets in the NFL yet, right?
Not yet, no. Bills Dolphins. Do you want the Dolphins at plus 9.5?
I don't want anything to do with
Yep,
the Dolphins.
all right.
Bills and Dolphins? Yeah, no.
That one to me feels like it's going to be a bloodbath. I don't think that the Dolphins are going to do a
We didn't do anything with A&M Missouri?
No.
Or LSU Alabama?
I didn't want those ones.
So does this sound right?
Yeah.
I have Tech at minus 4.5, BYU plus 4.5 for 10. And then I have Iowa at plus 6.5.
Yeah.
With both of you for 20 each.
Correct.
And then I have Navy at plus 19.5 for 20.
Correct.
And then I have Georgia at minus 6.5 for 20.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. An interesting game that I would be I'd be very curious how this one turns out. The Ravens are a road favorite. They are in Minneapolis. They're 4.5-point favorites versus J.J. McCarthy, the
Did you see that?
all he does is win, J.J. McCarthy.
Did you see the video of him after the game where
I
he
did
looked?
not.
He looked like Dan Lanning after that Penn State game.
Really?
Did a lot of coke.
It's all coked up.
Yeah, he was. They were giving him the game ball, and he looked like he was going to crush that.
Obviously, Lamar Jackson is back. Derrick Henry, did he score last week? I don't know.
No,
if
he didn't.
Did.
No,
He
he
did
didn't.
not. No.
Lamar threw
I would've
4
won my
passing
fantasy
touchdowns.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews had a coming out party. That's what happened.
Look at him. Seemed like he had all the touchdowns and for no yards. I'm pretty sure that he had
Like 22 yards or something.
Yeah,
shit.
he's-
22 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That's what the Rams are doing with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I have
Screw the yards.
I have him in my fantasy. That's just, it's all touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want? Do either of you want the Ravens or the Vikings in that game?
No, that's
What do you want?
That's a trap.
It's in Minnesota, right?
It's in Minnesota. I'm like kind of inclined to go with the Vikings, but
I'll take the Ravens, baby. You want to?
Do I get the points? I would want the points on that.
4.5?
Yeah.
Let's just do. If I'm taking the Ravens minus 4.5, let's do a 10.
Okay, that sounds good. The Browns Jets. Cleveland. Is
I don't write that fast.
the Stinky Bowl.
The Stink Bowl.
Which one is this?
Browns Jets 2-6 versus 1-7.
I want a reason to watch that. Let's bet it.
Yeah, I'll take the Brownies. Straight up. Downtown.
Wait, what's the point? What's the spread?
Cleveland 2.5.
I was going to say can't be more than 3.
Yeah. With an over-under of 37.5 points.
Oh, hammer the Undy.
Do you think that you could get that at 24.5 and feel okay about that?
Absolutely not.
Wait, the Ravens
that has
Spikes, 3.5 or 4.5?
4.5.
That has 7-10 written all over it.
Right? Yeah. It definitely. I mean, unless Breece Hall comes out balling again, throwing touchdowns. He had 33 fantasy
Wait,
points.
Braxton, are we betting that?
Sure. Straight
You
up,
want
$10.
the Browns straight up? We're not getting the points, dude. That's a lot of points. Was it 3.5?
2.
2.5.
2.25.
For $10? Hold on, I need to turn the page of the ledger. The funny thing is it's taken up so much room, and there's about 16 of these bets that are washed. I'm just not taking them off so I can track them later.
Sure.
But you can easily just, like, if I were to track him, you can fucking delete them, and it would make more room.
But he won't do that.
More room. It's the Notes app. It's unending.
No, I'm using a legal pad app.
Oh,
it's not the
sure.
Notes app.
It's notarized. Yeah.
You're just FaceTiming with a notary public just to make sure these are all official.
I hired an assistant.
He has an assistant. Yeah, they're just gonna say someone in the Philippines.
Jets money line. Sorry, Philippines. Jets money line.
Yeah. Speak to them in Tagalog.
I mean, is this it? There's
No,
good
keep-
NFL games, right?
No, I was just waiting. You said wait. I don't write that fast.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
Patriots Bucks. The Bucks are a 2.5 point favorite at home.
Coming off of a bye that they desperately needed.
Yeah.
Dude, this is actually fun. Braxton's betting.
I need the Patriots to start losing because it's more advantageous to my future bets. I need the Bills to create a little bit of separation. The Patriots are a lead the AFC
Yeah.
East right now.
They're stinky for
Yeah,
sure.
so
And I meant that in a good way.
sure.
The last time I said stinky,
It was
bad
not.
way.
This is good
Yeah,
stinky.
Good stinky.
Just to clarify
Yeah.
for the listeners.
Yeah.
So.
Anywho, I love the Bucks in this game, and it makes me feel like that's very stupid.
What's the spread on that?
2.5 for Tampa.
And it's in Florida.
In Florida, 83 degrees. Beautiful.
I'll bet this with you if you want the Bucks. Just do straight up for 10.
All right.
I might be a Panthers fan now. They're only a
No, you're not.
5.5 point favorite to the Saints. Do you want the Saints at plus 5.5?
Miguel
Saints
historically
Panthers. That game sucks.
Miguel historically loves Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, he does. Shuck the duck.
That game's worse than the Browns Jets. I don't think I want anything to do with that.
Okay.
Shuck just lost his number one receiver.
Yeah, he sure did.
At least the Browns Jets is like, ugly fun.
Yeah, I
The
think
Saints, that's just sad.
the Saints Panthers, I don't think that I want. That's a 39.5 right now. And I know that you guys, and we've talked with Walsh about it, that you don't tease it up or whatever to try and be under 52.5. But that's not. They're not scoring 52.5 points, right? They're not scoring 53.
Until they do.
Until they do. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
that
let's-
one.
Let's skip that
then
game.
you're-
That
Okay,
game sucks.
Jags Texans 1.5 point favorites coming off a very scrappy game there.
Yeah,
with
but
the-
no C.J. Stroud. Davis Mills is playing. So
Yeah.
that's a little
Oh,
unpredictable.
Yeah,
right.
and
That's
even though the
right.
Jags are very sloppy,
Yeah.
it seems, but they are able to execute and convert with a little bit of luck. But I don't think that's gonna work long term.
I tell you what I didn't think was interesting until last night. That now I've changed my mind though. There's nothing about the Cardinals that was interesting, but with Jacoby
That's what I was
Brissett
just gonna
playing
say.
that and the Seahawks,
Seahawks at 6.5.
that might be a
favorite.
good game to fuck with.
You want the Cardinals?
No,
Oh, okay.
No, after seeing Darnold throw fucking 5
Okay,
touchdowns.
well, I mean, Jacoby Brissett is, a better quarterback than Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
so.
the only way I'd bet that game is in a teaser.
Sure.
I think we're pretty even on. Well, we can skip that if no one's going to want Arizona, but Rams-Niners, I think, is pretty solid.
Rams a 3.5-point favorite with the 49ers at home.
I'd love the Rams.
I would also want the Rams here.
Okay, so neither of you want the Niners.
No. I will, however, just dip my toe back into betting against the Steelers. Give me the Chargers straight up 2.5. I mean, they're right now 2.5.
Give me the Chargers.
And here's the thing.
I love that you assume because you're right. I love that you assume that I'm betting it because I will bet
yeah,
it.
because this is also going to be a home game for the Steelers, despite the game being in Los Angeles.
Why?
Yeah.
Because Steeler fan shows out everywhere, and especially in Los Angeles.
Okay, so we're doing
Chargers are the number one other team jersey shows up team.
Exactly. Yeah, they
Exactly.
Their home games are never home games.
And for some reason, the Rams, it's not as bad.
The Chargers' best home game was in Brazil.
So this is a 3-point spread. We're betting it straight for
2.5. Yeah,
for 10.
yeah. I mean, I would do it at 20, but
You wanted a 20?
I want it at 20. Yes, I know that Joe Alt is going to have season-ending surgery, which is not great, but
Yeah, I kind of feel like that the Chargers go as Joe Alt goes.
and
So,
he's out for the year. So
So last game,
Eagles Packers.
do you want? I mean, you guys are both high on the Packers.
What's interesting? You know what's interesting about
spread?
the Packers? And
2.5.
this is the
Green
Packers
Bay.
at 2.5. The Packers are 7 points away from being undefeated this year. Think about that. They're 7 points away from being undefeated this year, and yet I have no favorable feeling about the Packers at all this year.
Yeah, because they lost to the Browns
And the Panthers.
and the Panthers.
So,
And they tied the Cowboys.
yeah. So that's what's wild to me is to think how close they were to an undefeated season so far, and yet I have such an unfavorable opinion of them. So I'm going actually for the Eagles in this game.
Yeah.
I'll take the Pack Daddies.
Really? You're going to bet against your Eagles?
The Packers are my NFC pick for this year.
Okay. And you'd want it straight up?
What do you want this at?
I mean, it's less than 3, right?
Yeah.
So straight up $10.
Straight up 10. Me and him. We're finally betting. It
Oh,
feels
this
good.
is between you two?
I mean, he can also get in.
No, that's fine. I can stay out of this one. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, why don't you just let us kiss for a little bit?
Yeah.
So this is straight up for 10.
Straight up now, time.
I don't have to be involved in everything.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Congratulations to your Blue Dew Devils.
Don't suck. I haven't not been paying attention.
Wow.
What happened?
They won.
It's over?
Yeah, 75-60. So
Bitch.
Yeah, that.
Damn, we have $600 on the ledger for this weekend.
What?
I don't think that's
Yeah,
right.
you guys don't know math.
It's called
Fucking
inflation.
Can I backtrack on this? I don't like that.
I don't remember this. It's like me when I said I don't think I'm going to plan on betting much this weekend, and we had over $100 on the books. It was like, oops.
140. We have
Yeah.
140 on the line.
That's fine.
Mix and match.
Anyways, John Morant has been suspended.
Guns.
No, just kind of.
This time he shot
an
someone.
asshole. Yeah. He is just kind of detrimental to the team. You think they trade him?
Yeah, he's leaving.
Yeah.
Absolutely leaving.
That would make sense. I think that they should trade him. And then let someone else deal with it.
He'll probably be the next quarterback for LSU.
You think?
The next head coach.
I mean, he should.
Yeah. What else is going on? Anything?
I mean, and the thing is, NBA doesn't get interesting until after Christmas,
Yeah.
so we don't really need. There's nothing there to dive into, and they're already. It's fucking November. They're already load managing.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck? are you doing
Isn't
here?
the in-season tournament right now?
yeah,
I
I mean,
saw-
they always
Yeah, but
sprinkle
that's
it in.
the reason why people started caring about the NBA Cup. So they're load managing before the NBA Cup, playing them, and then they're gonna do the same holdback up until Christmas, and then do it again. So it's like it's getting absolutely.
Did you
fucking
see
insane.
Michael Jordan call out load management? Basically, just saying he would never. It was like, we're entertainers. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's the same opinion. He had the same opinion that Kobe did, and that a lot of like the older veteran retired guys did. And I think the way it's posted on social media is like, oh, see, Jordan thinks you're an idiot. I mean, that's not
kind of what
that's not how the interview was. Like, I
Right.
watched the interview, and he's like, yeah, I just, I know that people save up to buy just for somebody to watch me and buy these seats and fucking nosebleeds. So I want to, if I'm available, unless I physically can't do it, I'm going.
that is exactly what he said, yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, the NBA, with all this shit that's been going on, I'm curious to see what the overall effect will be to the NBA itself. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe the NBA will be able to capture me like the MLB did this year. But I kind of don't see that happening.
We shall see. I don't think the NBA Cup is going to do anything like that. Did you do any trick-or-treating with Q-Boy?
Yeah.
You did? Was it like pouring down rain like it was up here?
No.
Oh, my gosh. It was like, I had a pickle costume, and I was going to be a pickle in a pickle. But then I just turned into a juicy pickle because it was just pouring down rain.
Well, being stuck in the rain is a pickle.
Yeah, I was kind of, good point there.
First of all, it doesn't rain in southern Salem.
Yeah.
in southern Salem.
Southern.
No, it did. It sprinkled for a little bit, but it stopped. But we did take Quinn over to a friend's house, and we hung out there for a little bit. And they live in a neighborhood where it's a whole bunch of, kids of similar ages.
Sure.
And they all are friends, and they hang out. So they all had organized a neighborhood costume where they were all minions.
Whoa.
So there was like dozens of minions running
They're all
around.
making the noise.
And yeah, well, they were
Making
just
little
being
minions.
crazy kids,
They
screaming.
just sound like minions.
Yeah. And Quinn was like, what the fuck is this? He was not having it. They kept on coming up to him with the goggles on, and he was like,
I love that. Like in a neighborhood kid
it was
outfit is-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dude, also fucking trick-or-treater. Like, we stayed at their house Friday night. The trick-or-treaters were going till past 11.
Really?
Yeah, people
I
were out
had to
there.
turn off the light, and we have Halloween lights, and I turned everything off. I was like, this is ridiculous.
That neighborhood was active. Like, I think I went out there like 11:15 to grab my bottle of whiskey from the car. And
Trick or treat.
group of people, including like the parents, were walking up, and I had to hide the bottle.
11:15.
Yeah, they were going.
That's a little
late.
That's a little late.
But yeah,
I think if you're showing up past 10 o'clock,
it was fun.
it's super rude.
It was wonderful. I loved it. It was great. First Halloween with Quinny Boy. Now we get to have our first Thanksgiving coming up, and then really our first Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Barely.
2 days old, 4 days.
Were you guys home at that point?
Yeah, we came home on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Yep.
Then you said, screw that, we're not going anywhere.
Yep, that's right. Probably the same thing we're going to do this year.
Love it. Good old COVID type of holidays.
Yeah, it was very nice.
That's all I've got.
All right, clear eyes.
Lord!
Can't lose.